Now, I want to talk you through one of the best examples I have ever seen. I need to take you back to the 15th once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon we've had in this last 2 years. This was, of course, the January 2020 pre-COVID, was that a thing? Bushfires. Sydney and Melbourne, I was in Sydney at the time, we were choking on smoke so bad, our air quality had dropped behind Beijing's. And while these daunting realizations were dawning on us, we did nothing about it. The fires had been burning for 3 months. And when I say we, I mean me. Do you know what we did do about it? We whinged that ScoMo was in holiday in Hawaii. Corporations, private sector, public sector, we did jack shit. It's inconvenient truth. Who did something? Celeste Barber. She came in and did what, and this is why it's so incredible, she did what nobody else could do. And the results, $52 million of money raised. It holds the record for the biggest fundraiser online in the history of time. Facebook's global record to this day. Having a record on anything on Facebook, let alone that. Now, for any of you saying, okay, it was for a good cause, sure, but if any of you have ever ran campaigns for a charity who are solving arguably equally as big problems, you know how difficult it is to get money for, well, not nothing, but you know what I mean, nothing tangible. So we agree it's not the only catastrophic disaster the world's faced, but we can't not agree it's the most successful campaign ever. Why? 10 principles she used in this. Number one, the halo effect. Now, we all, us marketers, will understand this from a marketing perspective. Run some outdoor ads, some TV ads, and it will help with digital performance marketing. And that is a great example of the halo effect. From a behavioural science perspective, it is, we like Celeste. She's funny. She's a great communicator. She was relatable. So we would take those traits and we applied them across all of her in the sense that she was now an authority to tell us where to put our money. She's not, but we liked her. So she was. And that's sort of segues into the second, the authority bias. She had Margot Robbie, this wonderful scene of Wolf of Wall Street, our very own. She donated a lot of money to this cause. Chris Hemsworth put, I think, exactly $1 million into this. Madonna, Pink, they very publicly got behind it. And the authority of celebrities and athletes is unbelievable. I've seen athletes jump behind campaigns and turn 1% click-throughs into 20% click-throughs with nothing other change than them being in it. The authority that these people carry is huge. The third principle, loss aversion. I touched on this before. In short, we hate losing. We especially hate losing Australia. And we felt that we might be, in the way that she framed it, we felt that we actually might be losing our country. 4, feedback loops. You guys will know this actually is a behavioural principle, but I think it's probably one of the most common ones. Not to say that it's not one of the most useful ones. What was happening is she was creating instantaneous, not she, but her and Facebook were creating instantaneous feedback loops. One, we could see that little green graph, you know, that if you think back to that first page, it would grow, like I showed you a nudging. And then the reshare functionality meant we got some likes from our friends straight away. So that, ooh, dopamine is going off. And we must create feedback loops. Now, that's not always easy to create it like that, but we can still create them in a lot of different ways. You almost must. And there's a big depth into why you must. So again, that's a conversation for those calls. This one is contentious, but I love it probably for that reason. Status, as spoken by Nobel laureate economist John, look at his name right, Harsany. I hope that's right, John. Apart from the economic payoffs, he says, this is a quote from him, apart from the economic payoffs, social status seems to be the most important incentive and motivating force behind changing social behaviour. Let that comment sink in. He's a Nobel laureate, so he's not full of shit. A lot of us think of status as being like something for the rich, people that own super yachts, new Lamborghinis or whatever, but it's not. It permeates through every socioeconomic area. An example of status is the thought process. I'm the type of person that has a full-time job. I'm the type of person that drives a Volkswagen, not a Toyota. I'm the type of person that wears a collared shirt to work, not a t-shirt. That's status. So To take it back to the campaign, the donating and sharing publicly was giving us an elevated feeling of status. And inversely, the campaign became so ubiquitous, so successful, that we actually felt that people would notice if we didn't do it. So how do we create and get status? Well, we'll start by finding your mavens. It's a great way to do that. Framing, critical point. The problem was catastrophic. It was huge. We're not being able to work that out with climate change, have we? Because where do we start? Where we started with this campaign is there was like human language around it, yes, but there was a solution to the problem. Be the change, $100, yes, in, good, done. That's my pitch, done. There's a solution. It's right framing. And there's so many ways you could do framing, but that was how Celeste used it in this campaign.